ABC 13 Eyewitness News starts now.
Right now at 6, they went from wanted to captured in about 24 hours' time.
Sources confirm 2 people are in custody after a deadly shooting on a Metro bus. It was our breaking story tonight. And these were the images police released this first thing this morning.
A 25-year-old woman who was on her way to work, not the intended target, according to police, killed by the gunfire.
The shooting happened yesterday afternoon in West Houston on Walnut Bend near Richmond Avenue. Investigators say a teenager was also injured.
ABC 13's Maya Shea joining us live. And Maya, you have confirmed that those arrests happened just within the last hour.
Yeah, we have talked to authorities who confirmed to us within the last 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours, they've actually made these arrests. What we are being told by multiple police sources is that they have arrested the 2 individuals specifically that were pictured in those surveillance videos, one of whom they believe is, quote, the primary shooting suspect who will be charged with murder. Those charges are pending. I just relayed that same information to the mother of the young woman who was killed. She was just riding the bus on her way to work. Sources close to the investigation tonight are crediting these clear surveillance photos taken on the Metro bus as playing a critical role in quickly identifying the 2 suspects in the deadly Wednesday afternoon bus shooting. The family of Caitlin Stupp confirming she was the 25-year-old victim. Stupp was riding the bus to her job at a local restaurant when she was shot and killed. A teenager was also shot, but not seriously injured. Nearby, KJ Davis and his wife heard the gunfire and rushed to help.
She went to go see what happened because, like I said, we heard 3 shots. I heard 3 shots. I heard 1, and then I heard 2 more. And then that's when guy run from the bus into the apartments. We run to the bus to see what happened, and then that's what she said. She seen the girl, and she hopped on the phone and called 911.
Davis says he even ran after one of the suspects, hoping to identify him, having seen the 2 individuals in the area over the past few months, but never expecting gunfire to ring out.
I would never recommend, unless you're a trained law enforcement professional, to run after a suspect who just killed someone on a bus. That's just my thinking. You can call me a coward if you want to, but I'm going to leave that up to the police. I'm going to give my description, and that is it. I'm not going to chase after him because that is how you die, or that is how you could possibly die. But let's keep going. He's a brave man.
I mean, I've seen him a couple of times, but I've never just stopped and had conversations with him because, like I said, anytime I'm seeing somebody, I'm either going in my house or I'm getting on the bus to go to work because I ride the bus every day to work.
Yeah, the arrest of these 2 individuals comes as a relief not only to Caitlin's family, but also her roommates who said she moved to Texas just about a year and a half ago to work and be with her friends. Metro says it really credits the fact that all these buses have really good cameras. They say they are in the process of updating 3,000 cameras on their buses, hoping that they will be more productive as events occur so they can quickly find those responsible. For now, we're live on the west side.
Yeah, it's a crazy situation, but let's go over to this next video.
We have an update now on Wednesday's deadly Metro bus shooting that police say left a 25-year-old woman dead and a teen on board hurt. Houston police releasing the name of the man charged with murder in connection to the shooting as 17-year-old Braden Smith. Meanwhile, another suspect, 18-year-old Patrick Scott, had a court hearing earlier today. Ugochi Iloka joins us from inside probable cause court with the very latest.
In a hearing earlier this morning, a judge said 17-year-old Braden Smith was being uncooperative and wasn't in court. Houston police say that Smith fired first on the bus, killing, sadly, 25-year-old Caitlin Stupp. Houston police say these are the 2 suspects involved in Wednesday's West Chase neighborhood Metro bus shooting. Braden Smith, who we just told you is charged with murder, and 18-year-old Patrick Scott, who was charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. According to court records, Scott was out on bond for a previous aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon charge at the time of the shooting. A judge set Scott's bond at $5,000 for that charge in court earlier this morning. Investigators say Smith and Scott were arguing on the bus when gunfire broke out between the 2.
I guess because remember, she 10%, y'all. So she set the bond at $5,000. He has to pay 10% of that. So $500. I guess that's just the max she could give them. But some of these people with these dangerous crimes, giving them these low bonds, it never sits right with me. But that might be all the judge can do. Let me know your thoughts.
One neighbor in the area says she's been terrified since the shooting happened.
I'm scared to ride the bus by myself. I had my daughter come with me. Um, you know, you can bring weapons on the bus. They don't have metal detectors. Anybody can just get on the bus and kill anybody.
We're also learning more about the woman killed in the crossfire. The family of 25-year-old Caitlin Stoop shared this photo of her. Her mom says Caitlin loved photography, cats, and cooking. Friends of Caitlin tell us she worked at Sweet Green Uptown and was actually on the bus heading to work at the time of the shooting. Reporting at Probable Cause Court, Ugochi Iloka, KHOU 11 News.
It just goes to show you it doesn't matter what you can be doing when a random act of violence could end your life. She was just going to work, a bystander, and two people get on, have some kind of street beef, start shooting. Don't care who they hit. Don't care if it was a child, a woman, a pregnant woman. They don't care. They just start shooting. And then they'll run away, try to get away from the punishment. Luckily, these two were caught. Let's go over into the AI breakdown just so we can see if we missed anything. So like they said, it happened on January 7th, where an innocent woman was shot on the Metro bus in West Houston. The deceased woman was Caitlin, what we talked about before. Shooting occurred at 2:30. She was an innocent bystander caught up in the crossfires of an altercation between two other passengers who both drew their firearms. She was struck in the head while she was on her way to work. And then we have another victim, a 16-year-old boy who was also wounded. So there's two suspects who were taken into custody late Thursday, January 8th, have been charged. So Brandon Smith has been charged with murder, and he is allegedly the one who fired the fatal shot. Patrick Scott, 18, charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. He reportedly returned fire during the exchange, which injured the 16-year-old passenger. At the time of the shooting, Scott was out on bond for a previously unrelated aggravated robbery. They don't care. If they're out on bond, you know what they're going to do? They're going to go back to doing the same thing they was doing before. It's no, oh, well, maybe I should just try to be better since I'm on bond. I'm already in trouble. No. That's just not how they think. 17 to 18, YNs. That's what this classifies them as, YNs. If you don't know what that means, look it up. Look it up. It's a crazy world, y'all. It's a crazy world, but at least these people have been caught. Now, at 17 and 18, getting into gunfights with people because of an altercation. Now tell me, is this a product of the environment they grew up in? Is it a product of the household they grew up in? Is it a combination of both? I will never say it's 100% on the parents, but I think it's more than 50% on the parents. I think it's at least more than 50%. But it all depends on what your thoughts are. Tell me your thoughts, y'all. Tell me if you disagree with anything I said. At the end of the day, just be prepared to protect yourself. Be prepared because anything out of the ordinary can happen when you least expect it. And that whole situation can end up putting your whole life in danger because people don't care about what they do and what they do and how it can affect other people around them. They only care about making themselves feel better. The world is a crazy place. I'm gonna keep saying that. The world is a crazy place. Yes, the people are crazy. But if the people are crazy, that means the world is a crazy place too. Absolute crazy situation, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on it and let me know if you disagree with anything I said. Absolutely wild. I'm happy that they were caught, though. I'm happy they were caught. Hopefully they get a good amount of time. We'll see. We'll keep up with this to see if how much time the actual murderer, Brandon, ends up getting. He's 17 years old. Of course, hopefully he's charged as an adult. I don't see why he wouldn't be charged as an adult. But hey, murder. No need for him to see the rest of the light. Absolutely crazy situation, y'all. Let me know your thoughts.